This is the Infinix Hot 20i, one of the cheapest Android phones in the market right now. It's an upgrade to the Hot 12i, but not much of an upgrade anyways. You see, the Infinix Hot 20i is not so different from every other entry-level Android phone from Infinix. Every now and then, what Infinix, like other mobile company, does is launch a new budget smartphone that is quite similar to the previous one. I guess the reason is that after like 6 months, people lose interest in the phone and kind of consider it as old-fashioned. So launching a new device with similar specifications but slightly different design makes it appear more modern. This is exactly what the Infinix Hot 20i is. So don't expect any new feature on this device, maybe just a little, but in the end, it's still an entry-level device anyways. Hot 20i comes in two variants. The main difference between them is that one variant is powered by a Helio G25 processor and runs on 4GB RAM. The price is 92,000 Naira or $120. The other variant is powered by a Helio A22 processor with a 2GB RAM storage. The price is 72,000 Naira. Aside from the low RAM space of this second variant, the Helio A22 processor is slightly weaker than the G25 in terms of performance, making the first variant of 92,000 Naira the best option. So before I tell you about the full specification on this device, let me quickly show you what you can find inside the box. Plus, if you are not subscribed to my channel right now, there is no better time to hit that subscribe button than right now. In the box, you get to see the device first, wrapped in green. It has a shining back here that is not unusual for budget devices. The next item here is the SIM remover tool, a not so fast 10-watt charger, a regular USB 2.0 charging cable, and finally, an earpiece. The Hot 20i is an entry-level phone, so you can't expect decent and nice performance from it. One good example is the charger. A 10-watt charger for a 5000 mAh battery will definitely take way too long to charge. So I did a 30-minute charging test starting from 56% of battery charge, and in the end it only got to 74%. That is 18% in 30 minutes. It is designed with a USB 2.0 charging port, which is not much of a problem because we are dealing with a budget phone here, but I thought we were moving away from USB 2.0, so if I expected a USB Type-C charging port, it is not out of place. The design feels a bit regular with nice curves at the back edges. The rear appears to be rough, but it is not. It is actually very smooth and made out of plastic material. There are 3 cameras here, and the main camera has a 13 megapixel sensor. There's also a dual flashlight close to the top camera, and finally, a fingerprint scanner. I wonder why Infinix settled for this design, especially the camera area. Tecno Spark 8 and Spark 9 have almost the same camera design, leaving me wondering what's really going on here. Anyways, this is the Itel S18 and this is the Infinix Hot 20i. Which of these devices have the best design? Let me know in the comment section below because I'm kind of confused. The Hot 20i comes with a long SIM tray that supports 2 SIM cards and an SD card. I don't like long SIM trays because of the extra inconvenience of pulling them out. This is just one of the negative bonus you get buying an entry-level device. At the bottom of the phone, you get a head jack, a microphone, a charging port, and a speaker. At the front, there is an 8 megapixel camera above the IPS display. And when it comes to this display, the only good stuff you get here is the peak brightness of 500 nits. So you can confidently view content on this device under direct sunlight. I think this is worth mentioning because phones in this price range usually don't get this feature. The best you can get is probably 400 nits. Every other spec on this device is just the usual ones. A 720 by 1612 pixel resolution, an IPS panel, and an unspecified refresh rate. For those with less interest in display quality, watching movies or browsing the internet on this device won't be an issue, except for the large bezels, which is really large. In terms of performance, even the 2GB RAM variant doesn't lag. It does handle multitasking smoothly thanks to support for memory fusion. About the RAM expansion, it does support an additional 2GB RAM space, giving a total of 4GB RAM for this variant. The other variant already has 4GB RAM and can be extended by an additional 3GB, so in all you get up to 7GB RAM. Both variants do handle gaming quite well, but definitely not high-end games for the 2GB RAM variant. You won't have issues playing regular games from Play Store, but you should expect that the device will get hit up a bit. The 4GB RAM variant does struggle to handle high-end games, but it comes at a cost. Lagging and overheating are just some of the costs, so I would recommend you don't even bother. The rear camera supports regular photo mode. Here are some of the pictures taken with this mode. Turn to portrait mode and you'll get pictures like this. Then the video mode. The front camera comes with an 8 megapixel sensor. With it, these are some of the pictures I took. And then the video mode from this front camera. Honestly, I think it's best for Infinix to focus on improving the design and performance of their devices instead of launching new budget phone every now and then. Maybe this is very important every once in a while, but it's important for them to focus on designing phones that can compete with iPhones and Samsung phones right now. If you are the type that love gaming or you need a device with at least reasonable camera, then move along because the Hot 20i is definitely not for you. And finally, I don't know if it is right to say that the device is overpriced. The value of the Naira has suffered recently, so what do you think, guys? If you think that the price is balanced, let me know in the comment section. If you think it is overpriced, put it in the comment section as well. To my left is the Infinix Hot 12i and to my right is the Itel S18. I mentioned both phones in this video and I don't know if you might want to watch them as well. I'll also leave the link in the description in case you are using the Safari browser on your iPhone and these phones are not showing on the screen. You might click it just to watch them. So see you in my next video.